nos da más tranquilidad que saber que tu familia vive bajo un buen techo. Y si tu techo no está bueno, pues contrata a los expertos al 352-505-4435. True Force Roofing te da la tranquilidad.
¡Ay, Dios mío! ¡Qué clase de mamellazo que me han dado! Y ahora, ¿yo qué hago? No se preocupe, compañero. Todo lo que tiene que hacer es contactar a Melvin Law. Repita conmigo. Pues llama a Melvin Law, tu firma de abogado para accidentes de autos o lesiones personales.
Volcanic Sushi. ¿Te gustaría comer sushi? Pues disfruta del mejor sushi en Gainesville, Florida, con 2 localizaciones, una en la 43 calle y la 53 avenida del Northwest y la otra en el precioso Health Plantation. Llama ahora al 352-363-6226 para reservar tu mesa en el restaurante o para tu próximo catering.
Y está cocinando riquísimo. Busca comida cubana y que sea rápida. Thanksgiving on the go. Llégate a Ocala en la 1800 Southwest Highway 484 Unit B en Ocala, Florida, baby. Thanksgiving on the go.
Toda la vecina quiere probar.
Qué rico, baby. Te lo hacemos aquí en Thanksgiving en Ocala, Florida. Llégate para acá. Atención, enfermeras registradas y enfermeras prácticas con licencia. ¿Ha considerado usted una carrera en correccionales? Pues Centurion Health tiene oportunidades interesantes disponibles en el Centro de Recepción de Florida Central en Orlando, Florida. Centurion ofrece salarios competitivos, generosos beneficios, tiempo libre pagado y mucho más. Bienvenidos, nuevos graduados, hasta un bono de $10,000 por tiempo completo. ¿Qué estás esperando? Llama ya al 463-218-9671. Comunícate con Angie al 463-218-9671. Centurion Health.
Hola bandida, ¿qué haces por aquí?
Ay chica, acabo de hacerme mi chequeo mensual de la presión y creo que salió elevado, pero no me acuerdo bien de mis números anteriores.
¿No los tienes apuntados? Yo tengo un registro de salud donde apunto mis datos médicos importantes como mi nivel de presión y azúcar, mi historial médico y mis vacunas. Además, incluye sugerencias de cómo controlar o prevenir enfermedades crónicas.
¿Sabes qué? ¡Qué buena idea! Pero, ¿cómo puedo conseguir mi propio registro de salud?
Es fácil, bandida. Manda un mensaje al Proyecto Salud para recibir tu registro. Es gratis. Para pedir su registro de salud, manda un mensaje a 352-327-8005 o contáctanos a través de Facebook Proyecto Salud RWHP.
No pierdas esta gran oportunidad. ¡Pídelo ya!
Esto es un mensaje del Proyecto Salud, una iniciativa del Gobierno de
metiendo con todo, con Helio Piedra junto a la bandida, no hay liga, esto es un vacilón. En H2 el 97.3 la fiesta se formó, la música con variedad de tocamos desde salsa hasta reggaetón. Un vacilón, este es el show de la mañana en el tapón, son un bombón, tírame heavy, let's go.
Ya no tienes excusa, pero si le ponen la canción, le da una depresión.
Si te invito a una copa y me acerco a tu boca,
mi cuerpo un egoísta.
puro chantaje, puro chantaje.
Esto es el show de la mañana, el show, esto es el show de la mañana, el show, esto es el show de la mañana, el show, esto es el show de la mañana, el show.
Este es el
Bien, señoras y señores, ya regresamos al show de la mañana, la última hora del show de la mañana. Qué tremendos invitados tenemos con nosotros. Vamos a estar hablando en inglés, vamos a estar hablando español. We're going to be talking English, Spanish, back and forth. You're going to learn about another awesome company that is the first time ever that they are here with us. And they are actually hosting a wonderful event that is going to be making an impact and different here in our wonderful community of Gainesville, Florida. But let me tell you something. We're going to introduce them. You know how we do this. This is how we do it, Bexy. I got to tell you, as we are in the Olympic Games. So right now, we are going to introduce for the first time in the morning show at Tu Fiesta Radio. Vamos a presentar, damas y caballeros. Here we have with us the one and only. We have, hey, the lady that you can see her face all over Gator Nation, I guess in Lake City, all over the state of Florida. Oh my goodness, this is absolutely crazy. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome to Tu Fiesta Radio's morning show, Bexy Pepin and Pepin Realty. Yes. How you doing? Welcome, Bexy Pepin. Tenemos a Jorge y San Juana con nosotros. How you guys doing this morning?
Muy bien, Elio, muchas gracias.
Qué bueno, muy bien. Bexy, how you doing?
Very good, thank you, Elliot.
Awesome. Are you excited to be here?
Very, very excited to talk about our pickleball tournament.
Yes. Well, good you mentioned that, because the reason we are here today, this morning, is because Pepin Realty is hosting a wonderful pickleball tournament to support an amazing cause. We're going to learn about Pepin Realty, the cause, pickleball, because people, they don't even know what pickleball is. Some of them out there, because pickleball right now these days are really, really popular. Yeah. So let's talk about Pepin Realty for a second. Let's talk about Pepin Realty. Talk to me about, your company, Jorge, San Juana, and they are coming here also, what they do with the company. Let's talk about that.
Sure. So Pepin Realty has been in Gainesville since 2010. We are a full service real estate brokerage. We do real estate sales, property management. We also have a title company and a mortgage company and a real estate school. We sell all throughout the state of Florida, but primarily in North Central Florida. And Jorge here works for Motto Mortgage, which is our mortgage company that services our buyers who needs loans. And then San Juana is one of our buyer's agents on Team Pepin that services our buyers. And she actually lives in Ocala and serves both the Gainesville and Ocala market.
Oh, wow. That is awesome. Mm-hmm. You live in Ocala. Sí. We have actually a wonderful sponsor from Ocala, Havana 352 Restaurant. It's a Cuban restaurant that delicious, the food. Have you been there, Havana 352?
Sí.
Oh, sí?
Sí, he pasado por ahí.
Oh, qué bueno. You see, that's how we do it. Awesome. So you guys serve the entire state of Florida.
Yes, we're licensed in the state, so we can do anything. We go coast to coast. So Cedar Key to St. Augustine, Jacksonville Beaches, Flagler, Daytona, up to the state line. And we will go all the way down to Miami. In fact, Nick, who was just here, I went to Miami a couple weeks ago to service a client there.
Nice. And also a title company. You said you have a title company within Pepin Realty?
Yes, Gator Title, and they service our sellers. So when we have a closing, they do the closings at our company and also do the title insurance.
Wow, increíble. I don't know, you want to translate a little bit of that? Si quieres traducir un poquito.
Sí, claro. Entonces, Pepin Realty, tenemos varias asociaciones con nosotros. Básicamente es Motto Mortgage, Gator Title, que es para los títulos, para cierres, todo. Y luego tenemos Pepin Realty, para compra y venta de viviendas.
Súper. Y que Betsy estaba diciendo también que pues en todo el estado de la Florida tienen licencia, aunque están en el norte y centro de la Florida.
Correcto. Cubremos toda la Florida, desde Miami hasta el norte.
Awesome. How long you guys been in Gainesville, in business?
Oh, wow. So I got into real estate in 2006. I was raised here, but got into real estate in 2006. I opened up Pepin Realty in 2010, and we've been in operation ever since.
Wow, that is awesome. And now we are here promoting a pickleball tournament. Yes. All right. What inspired you to, host a pickleball tournament? What is the why behind this pickleball tournament?
Yeah, it's a great question. I got into pickleball about a year and a half ago. I used to play tennis. And people kept saying, "Oh, you got to try pickleball." So I tried it and quickly became an addict of pickleball. Love yes. all things pickleball. So actually put a court in my own backyard. I loved it so much. And we have a philanthropic arm of Pepin Realty called Pepin Gives. It's a 501c3. And the mission of that is to improve and empower the lives of others, especially the cost-burdened families in Alachua County. Cost burden means that an individual or a family is putting over 30% of their income towards housing. So they're financially strapped.
Wow.
In our community, we are the highest MSA, which is a metropolitan statistical area. Our MSA has the highest number of families that are cost burdened in the entire state. So we have a real need to provide affordable, safe housing for cost-burdened families. So Pepin Gives is helping to raise money to provide that kind of housing for those families. When I got into pickleball, I realized that it's such a new sport. It is the fastest growing sport in the United States. There's 36.5 million people playing it today. It's 20% growth rate year over year. But Gainesville doesn't have a lot of premier pickleball tournaments. So our goal is to create a wonderful venue for this fastest growing sport in our country for the community, but supporting a great cause as well. So for this particular tournament, which is the first annual, but it's going to be an annual event, it's called the Greater Gainesville Pickleball Open. 100% of profits is going towards the Alachua Habitat for Humanity.
Wow.
So it will be, all that money will go directly to a house for somebody locally that's at risk.
That is awesome. ¿Te gustaría compartir algo en español?
Sí, entonces lo que nosotros también tenemos es Pepin Gives. Y Pepin Gives es una como tipo fundación que para ayudar a familias con bajos recursos para obtener una vivienda. Entonces hacemos donativos, donaciones, y ahorita el Pickleball Tournament los proceeds van a ir para Pepin Gives.
Sí, los fondos que se logren recaudar van a ir para las personas necesitadas. ¿Has jugado pickleball, Jorge?
No, y la primera vez que mencionaron pickleball, yo dije, pickleball, ¿qué cosa
¿Qué
es
es eso? ¿Qué es el pickleball?
Y alguien me dijo, es una mezcla entre tenis y ping pong. Básicamente.
Esa es una buena manera. That's a good way to describe it. It is a little bit of ping pong with I would say like principle of ping pong applied to tennis, but it's very small. So the way I always describe it is like it's not as demanding as tennis. You're required to learn and be physically ready for tennis. Pickleball, you can just go and, you don't need to. Of course, when you play with people like Betsy, right? You gotta be in good shape. The pros, yes, you gotta be in good shape so you can look good while you are on the court. Because Betsy is awesome. Actually, we have the privilege to play and share some wonderful time with friends and Betsy at her pickleball court, and it is just it's extraordinary, man. I'm telling you, it's the most fun that you can have an afternoon or something that it is stress-free. It's super fun.
Y ella mencionaba que dice que es el deporte que está en más crecimiento ahorita en los Estados Unidos.
Exacto. Eso es un buen punto, que es el deporte que más rápido está creciendo. Incluso tengo entendido que le está casi sobrepasando al golf. I heard that in about 2 to 3 years, pickleball is going to pass golf.
Oh, wow.
In growth, Of course, golf is still very popular, and it's, a lot of money, the industry is making the sports on golf. But the PPA, Professional Pickleball Association, that I understand is being established in Ohio, right? Something like that.
I don't know.
And I'm telling you, because I watch the pickleball tournaments that they do almost every week on YouTube. They live stream that. It is amazing. Sometimes I send that to Tootie, other friends, so we can watch the Jones and other people play. And it's amazing, the growth of pickleball, cómo ha crecido en el país. Yeah. Increíblemente. So you are looking for sponsors. This is gonna be vendors.
Yep.
How this event is gonna take place?
Right. Great question. So we have 2 venues. We're going to have some of the games being held at the 300 Club, and other games are going to be held at Northside Courts on 34th Street. We are looking for vendors. We have great sponsors so far. We've got Florida Pest Control, State Farm with Tish Alexi, as well as your radio station. We are looking for a couple more sponsors, and also businesses that want to donate raffle prizes for the tournament would be wonderful as well. Also, we're looking for players. Because we have secured 2 venues, we can hold up to 300 players, so we are marketing this tournament regionally. And to register, you would just go to pickleballbrackets.com, and it is called the Greater Gainesville Pickleball Open.
Awesome. When is this tournament happen?
April 28th through April 30th. It's a weekend.
Wow. Well, so we still have some time. Yep. And how many players do we have so far? How many people signing up?
We just opened the registration, so I think we only have about 30 right now.
Oh, wow.
Right. And you don't have to, a lot of people think that, so we have singles, you can enter as a singles and play singles, you can do doubles, or you can do mixed doubles, which is a male-female partner. You don't have to have a partner to enter the doubles categories. We can partner you up with somebody if you want to play, but you don't have a partner.
Very interesting, very interesting. ¿Ustedes van a jugar en el torneo?
De voluntarios.
De voluntarios.
Ayudando con el evento. Jugar, nunca he jugado.
Oh, no ha jugado pickleball.
No he jugado.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I didn't know. Maybe you guys were playing or something. Anybody from Pepin Realty is playing at the tournament?
I'm the only pickleball player that I am aware of at our company. So we have a lot of volunteers that are going to be out there that day, but I don't think anybody's going to be playing in the tournament.
All right. Yeah. So you are going to be playing.
Yes.
Do you have a partner already, or you are looking for a partner?
Nope, I do not have a partner yet.
You don't have a partner. Okay. That is awesome. So,
and I did want to mention early bird pricing. We have a 2-week special, which will end Tuesday. So if you register before Tuesday, you save $10.
Awesome. Yep. It's always good to save.
Yo creo que me está entrando ganas de jugar.
Qué maravilla. ¿Has jugado tenis en algún momento?
Ping pong.
Ping pong has jugado, sí, es igual que yo. Eso es lo que había jugado antes. ¿Y tú, San Juana?
De pequeña sí jugué tenis un poco, pero no.
Oh, wow. Qué maravilla. Me decías que eres de México.
Correcto.
¿Y Jorge?
Nicaragua.
De Nicaragua. Súper. ¿Qué cantante que te gusta de Nicaragua?
Tenemos varios. Luis Enrique,
claro. Sí.
Salsero.
¿Y qué otro te gusta de Nicaragua?
Tenemos varios talentos nacionales, mucho talento nacional,
sí.
Pero últimamente Nicaragua ha estado enfocado en otras
en otras áreas.
Sí.
Interesante. ¿Te gustaría explicarnos un poquito acerca de lo que, bueno, obviamente ya sabemos que hacen lo de los mortgages dentro de Pepin Realty, pero te gustaría explicarnos un poquito cómo es el proceso? For example, once you are a client of Pepin Realty, what is the next step that they go straight, to talk to you, to your department? How does it work?
Es muy sencillo. Simplemente empezamos con una conversación, ¿verdad? La conversación es, qué es lo que hace, cuánto tiempo lleva trabajando, los ingresos. Después de que tenemos la conversación, entonces uno más o menos en la idea tiene por dónde podemos poner ese préstamo, ese loan, ¿verdad? Y la segunda parte es la aplicación. Una vez que hacemos la aplicación, recopilamos información, y la ventaja que tenemos como broker, le llamamos nosotros intermediario, un corredor, ¿verdad? La ventaja que tenemos es que solo hacemos una aplicación y solo corremos el crédito una vez. Al hacer esto, podemos negociar con diferentes proveedores, ¿verdad? Entidades financieras, y a ver quién tiene el mejor interés o el mejor paquete para el préstamo. Esa es la gran ventaja que tenemos. Porque tenemos compradores que pueden decir, mira, yo me puedo ir, por ejemplo, a este banco, puedo ir al banco B, al banco C, al banco D, pero cada vez que va a ese banco es una entrevista distinta, corren el crédito cada vez y no sabe si están teniendo el mejor
Yeah, there is a risk in running your credit, basically.
Claro.
Exactamente, eso es sumamente importante. Y San Juana, ¿eres un agente de bienes y raíces?
Sí, correcto.
Dentro de la compañía.
Dentro de la compañía con Pepin Realty.
¿Eres la única que habla español en Ocala representando a Pepin Realty?
Actualmente sí.
Oh, okay, qué maravilla, awesome. Yeah, I was asking how many agents do you have in Ocala. If she was the only one down there in Ocala, that's great. We have a lot of people that they listen to our entire station by the morning show from Ocala. As a matter of fact, we have one person coming up today from Ocala to pick up a giveaway that we did the other day from a Brazilian artist. So I see some prices here, some numbers to get. If I want to play in in the tournament, the pickleball tournament, I have to pay to register.
Yes.
There is a fee.
Right. There's a fee to register. The early bird price is $50. And then that includes one of those categories, whether you want to enter in singles, doubles, or mixed doubles. If you want to enter a second category or even a third category, each additional category is $10.
Awesome. You know, I kind of feel like talking about real estate a little bit now that I have a master of real estate here with your experience. Bexy, how is the market right now?
The market is in a shift. When the interest rates went up last year, we definitely saw a slowdown in the number of active buyers and even the number of sellers that wanted to put their houses on the market because they didn't want to sell anymore because they'd have to let go of that great low interest payment and go into a higher interest mortgage if they were going to buy a new house. So we definitely are seeing a market shift. We just looked at year-over-year numbers for January, and the Gainesville market is down. We call it the Gainesville-Alachua County market, and we are down 26% in dollars. So when you looked at January dollars last year versus this year, how many units in dollars sold, we're down 26% for the county. Similarly, we are down 35% in terms of unit volume. So significant decrease in volume of sales and unit of sales. However, our prices, surprisingly, are not being impacted that much yet, which is great. And we don't anticipate seeing in Gainesville a significant price decline, which is wonderful. This time of year, always, we're starting to see a pickup in inventory, and we're already seeing, just last weekend, we had a couple of houses that had multiple offers. So we're starting to see the pickup again for the spring, because in Gainesville, the big peak is in the spring to early summer market. And so we're starting to see that right now.
Especially in Gainesville, let's talk about, renting and also buying and selling. Yeah. So when you are buying a house right now, let's say, what is the price range that you are seeing right now? I know it depends on if the house is new or no, but what is the price range that you can share with us?
Yeah, I haven't looked at the median price lately, but it was hovering around $325 to $350 in our area. That'll probably shift down a little bit this year. But the range is, under 100,000 to 2 million.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, a big range.
That's incredible. Yeah. ¿Qué piensas, Jorge? ¿Es un buen momento ahora para comprar o se debería esperar un poquito?
Es como cuando uno va a una tienda a buscar algo específico de ropa, por ejemplo, y dice, esta es la que yo quiero. Pero mejor me espero para ver si el precio baja o si viene un sale o algo. Si esperas, lo vas a perder.
Sí.
Entonces, yo lo que creo es que el momento es ya, ¿verdad? Tenemos clientes que han estado esperando por varios años para mejorar su crédito, para recoger para el pago inicial. Y si ya lo tienen, yo creo que es momento ya de empezar la aplicación. Si no, por lo menos que empecemos nosotros a asesorarlos de alguna manera para que vayan preparándose para que ese momento llegue. En el caso de como dijo Betsy, de los precios pueden subir, pueden bajar. Es muy volátil, entonces no tenemos la bola de vidrio para saber qué va a pasar mañana.
Claro.
Pero yo creo que el momento es cuando uno ¿verdad? No esperar mucho y hacerlo.
Si tienes el dinero.
Si tiene el dinero. Si no, que nos pregunten, nosotros podemos con mucho gusto decirles qué tienen que hacer para prepararse para ese momento.
Awesome. And you also mentioned basic property management.
Yes.
So you have like housing available to rent?
Yep. We have a full inventory of homes that we put on the market to rent for owners, landlords, usually people who are not in our area. They've moved away and they need somebody to property manage their units for them. So we do that. We also do tenant procurement if they just want to manage it themselves, but they have trouble finding the ideal tenant. We'll do tenant procurement.
Wow, that is fantastic. I always wanted to ask Bexy, how does it feel? Like, when she was coming in to the studio and Karimar, the Dr. Karimar was going out, I was like, I see you all over the place. How does it feel? Because I also see you all over the place, like with your banners, your signs. How does it feel after all these years, like promoting your brand, and it's such a strong and recognizable brand, around, especially here in Gainesville, do you think that, I don't know, like people, when they see like Pepin Realty, when they see you all over the place, they kind of like identify themselves already because you're so well known in the community. How does it feel when that happens? Like someone's like, hey, I see you all over the place.
It took an adjustment. I'm an introvert by nature.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Yes.
That's why I'm asking you.
So it was definitely an adjustment, but I feel very blessed. I was raised in this community, and I feel like this community has welcomed. I came back to raise my children, and they have been so wonderful to me and to our company and our brand. So I just feel so grateful that the community has embraced us.
That is awesome. Yeah, because I have friends that they sometimes when I have my own sign, they say, "Oh, I wouldn't put my face on that on your car or something like that." They tell me, and I was like, "Hey, I'm not the only one." We have. I love the marketing that you guys do, and this is awesome. The pickleball tournament that is happening this April that is coming up right now. It is a fantastic idea to get together and to support a wonderful cause. And first of all, if you think that golf is a social sport, I mean, wait until you start playing pickleball. I have met so many people at your court, already, and when I go to the 300 Club or other courts, it's like, hey, it's different people every time I go. Cada vez que voy, personas diferentes, different businesses that we start talking, even people that they are passing by. I actually met a doctor that he was passing by with his wife. They were coming from Tennessee, I think, going to Miami to do something, some work stuff, and they look for pickleball courts from Venezuela, right? And they started playing for a few months, and in that period of time, you can ask Tutti this. We met then, and we became friends, and we started playing often. It was at Northside when we used to go at Northside more often, and it's amazing. It's a very social sports.
And I think that COVID really helped pickleball. People started playing during COVID to be outside, and the structure of pickleball, you only play to 11 points, so it's a very quick game, and then you switch partners every game. So you rotate partners. It's very open, and it's a community. So I think people are looking for community, and this is a sport that is very inclusive.
Yeah, and it's always in an open area that you don't actually need. You don't need to be too close to the other partner or the other person. That is people during COVID, we all were afraid of that. And you are right, pickleball, COVID helped pickleball a lot. Actually, Tutti and Wiki mentioned that during COVID is when they actually started pickleball even bigger, ¿Qué piensan ustedes acerca de comenzar a jugar pickleball? ¿Les gustaría?
Sería algo interesante para empezar, algo nuevo.
Sí. ¿Te gustaría, Jorge, jugar? Sí, lo haría. Sí. Qué maravilla.
¿Y cómo comenzó pickleball? ¿Quién lo inventó? No sabes.
That's a good question for Bex. Do you know who actually created the game?
It was a family. From what I understand, they were on vacation, and they had lots of kids, and they had all these spare different rackets and nets, and they just went out one day and started playing and created rules. And there's two theories on why it's called pickleball. One was because it was the dog's name who was at this vacation home was named Pickles and would always go and fetch the balls. But the other theory is that I guess in rowing, there's a term where it's called the pickle boat, I think, where you just have different random people in the boat rowing. I think that's what it's called. So some people say because it's such a conglomeration of, we've mentioned racquetball, ping pong, tennis, that maybe that's why it's called pickleball.
Oh, it's a mix of different sports. That is awesome. We're gonna mention it once again because it is very important. We're having a pickleball tournament coming up. If you want to share the date again, it's in April 28th to 30th?
Yep, April 28th to 30th, Friday through Sunday.
And we have two courts that we're holding up to 300 players. In case we got, but 30 players is already, to me, is already a lot, 30 players.
And you go by age group. So when you register, you'll be grouped with people in your age bracket as well as in your skill bracket. So beginners would be 2.0 to 2.5. If you're intermediate, 3.0 to 3.5. If you're more advanced, 4.0 to 4.5. And then we have a 5+ category.
That's a very good point. How can I know what, how, if I am 2.5, 2.0, 2.5, how do I know that?
So there are there are ways where you can get officially rated if you play in certain tournaments, just like tennis. There's also, from what I've heard, there are coaches here locally that will rate you. But most people just go on, they'll ask somebody that's more experienced than them, hey, what do you think I am? And a lot of people, if it's your first time tournament, you might play down a level just because you're nervous and you don't know what's going on. So you don't want to be too stressed. So you can play down a level for your first tournament.
Awesome. Talking about levels, let's go back to the sponsors that we are seeking.
Yeah.
How many levels of sponsorship do we have available for the tournament?
I believe there's 4 or 5. We've got the title sponsor, and then we have several other levels. Every level has a different set of benefits. And if you're interested in being a sponsor, just call our office at 352-226-8474, and we will send you the information.
Awesome. I am seeing here title sponsor.
Yep.
We have platinum, we have diamond sponsors, gold, and bracket sponsors.
Yes.
What is that, the bracket sponsors?
The brackets are the age groups, the different age groups. So you can sponsor that age group. So if you're playing in that age group, or if your business is really geared towards a certain age group, you might want to sponsor that bracket.
That is awesome. With $60 fee, you can get $10 off before February 15, right?
Correct.
And after March 25th, right?
After March 25th, we have late pricing. So it's actually $10 more.
Oh, okay.
So you definitely want to, the earlier you register, the better.
Awesome. So you actually want to do it now, before next week, before Wednesday.
Yes.
Which is February 15th. Anything else that you think we're missing about, Pepin Realty, the pickleball tournament that is happening, supporting Habitat por Humana?
Just the pickleball tournament. We are going to be giving out medals for each of the top 3 winners in each age bracket, and everyone gets a dry fit t-shirt and a nice swag bag.
Awesome. Algo de lo que hemos hablado hasta ahora, San Juana, que te gustaría, y a Jorge también, traducir o compartir con nuestra comunidad latina.
Pues más que nada estamos ahorita buscando sponsors para el evento. También estamos tomando donaciones como para los raffles que vamos a hacer. También son opciones que estamos buscando ahorita.
Súper. Y hablando de buscando, quería regresar un poquito al tema de Pepin Realty. ¿Están ustedes buscando agentes, personas que quieran ser agentes de bienes y raíces?
Sí, estamos buscando agentes que quieran unirse a nuestra compañía Pepin Realty, y también ofrecemos lo que es la escuela por nosotros. Entonces, si están interesados en la carrera de real estate, pueden contactarnos. Tenemos cada 2 meses. Básicamente el curso es de 1 semana y media, y lo pueden tomar con nosotros.
Wow, yeah, I wanted to touch based on that before. I didn't want to just go without mentioning. You mentioned the school. You have a school. That's what San Juana is mentioning.
Yes.
And yesterday we had someone inside the studio talking about becoming a real estate agent.
Yeah.
So if you are interested on being a real estate agent, you want to be part of, Pepin Realty team, or how can you make that happen? What are the requirements?
So it's actually fairly easy to get a real estate license in the state of Florida. You take a 63-hour course, a pre-licensing course. You pass the exam at the end of that course. You apply to take the state exam, and you take the state exam. You get your fingerprints done to make sure you're okay in terms of a background check, and then you're issued a license.
Awesome. And once I have the license, I go to your school?
No, once you have your license, you've already gone to our school.
Good. Okay.
And then you have to then align yourself with a brokerage. So in the state of Florida, any new licensee has to work under a broker for 2 years until at least, and then they can go out on their own and form their own company if they like.
Oh, I see.
So el primer paso es el curso, y es el que ofrecemos nosotros.
Súper. So ya ahí sale. ¿Y también ofrecen cursos para lo de las hipotecas o no?
Todavía no.
Todavía no. All right. No, not yet, but it might be a possibility, right?
We're not offering courses for
loan officers. Yes. No.
I told him not yet.
Not yet.
Awesome. Anything else that you think we are missing from the pickleball tournament that you would love to share with our community, or you think we have shared it all?
I think we're good. And if you're interested in volunteering at the day of the event, we are also open to that. And you, again, just contact our office.
Awesome. What to expect? Because pickleball, first of all, is very, very new for a lot of people. a tournament is even newer. So, what to expect? Are we going to have music, fun, food?
Yes.
What is going to
Yes.
happen that day?
Yes, we'll have music, fun, food. We are looking to get some food trucks out at the venues. And then typically the players will just show up, 15, 20 minutes before their matches, practice a little bit and then play. And then we have the awards. But it's a family event. I mean, people come and bring their children. Both of these places have places to play. Bring lawn chairs because it does get crowded. But hopefully we'll have great weather and a great weekend.
Yes, well, it's going to be great. It's going to be beautiful. So, remind me the venues again.
300 Club and the North Side Courts on 34th Street.
Nice, North Side Court. That awesome court. So, we're using all the courts that day?
We are. We have secured both venues for the weekend, but at Northside from 8 to 12 a.m., it's going to be open play for the public, and then our tournament will have the courts totally dedicated from 12 o'clock on.
Oh, wow. Awesome. Well, I want to thank you guys for, making the time to share with, all of us, our audience this morning about the pickleball tournament. And, well, thank you for doing it because it's such a beautiful cause what you guys are doing. And I understand that it is a non-profit that belongs to Pepin Realty, right?
Yes, Pepin Gives is a non-profit, and we do fundraisers throughout the year to raise money for affordable housing.
Awesome. Well, we would love to continue promoting those because actually here at Tu Fiesta Radio, we work alongside with the Community Foundation. We're actually producing the amazing gift once again this year with the Community Foundation. Last year, we raised $1.8 million for over 125 nonprofits. And so, yeah, with that said, we would love to keep, sharing all these causes. Nothing better than making a difference, right?
Absolutely.
You guys know about that. How to make it happen. ¿Algo más que le gustaría compartir con nuestra audiencia en español?
Pues invitarlos a nuestro evento, de que si nunca han visto pickleball, pueden ir ese día a disfrutar del evento. Y más que nada es para una buena causa. Para Pepin Gives, nuestra meta es una casa por año. Entonces, para ayudarnos con eso.
¿Es construir una casa por año? O sea, regalar una casa por año, donar los fondos?
Donar los fondos, yeah. I was telling them about our mission is one house per year. So, sí, entonces una casa por año es nuestra meta. Y es para lo que estamos este año, para la de este año.
That's awesome. And I want to ask you, have you guys accomplished that goal already?
We just started last year, so we're on our second house. We got the address last week, and we're about to start that second house.
That second, so you already gave one house?
Yes, we've sponsored one, and we're about to sponsor our second.
Okay, so a family already being impacted by this.
Correct.
So that's where my question is going. What was the reaction, the emotion, the excitement of this family?
Yeah.
And how was it?
Yeah. I mean, that's why I got into real estate, because I saw when I was in graduate school, I worked with an organization that does very similar things, and I saw what housing does on the trajectory of a family. And what I love about Habitat is they say they're a hand up, not a hand out. And so they require so many service hours from that family. So you get to work alongside that family within their own home. And then you have the dedication at the end. And it is truly life-changing.
Wow, that's unbelievable. That is incredible, and thank you for doing it. Thank you for making it happen. That reminds me a lot of Family Promise and all these amazing organizations that they work really hard to improve housing within our community, and now we know about what you guys do as well. Muchas gracias, Jorge, de verdad, por venir. Gracias, San Juana. Y thank you very much, Bexy. I'll try my best to be part of pickleball. Turi's been pushing me. I don't think I feel ready, but I'll try.
You're ready.
I'll try. What do you think I am, Bexy? You are an expert. What do you think I am, 2.0 or what am I?
No. I would, because it's your first tournament, I would do 3 or 3.5. But
you think?
Yeah. No, you're not 2 or 2.5.
Okay. Yeah, I feel better now.
I mean, I think you would play at a 3.5, but because it's your first tournament, you might feel more comfortable at a 3.
Yes, absolutely. It's better to start, slow than aiming too high and then break down. Ladies and gentlemen, Pepín Realty in the house. Yes, Bessie, muchas gracias. Thank you very much. Gracias, Jorge. Gracias, San Juana. Remember, from April 28th to April 30th, we have Pickleball Tournament, the first one ever. Okay, supporting an amazing, incredible cause. You want to learn more? We're going to keep promoting it throughout the morning show and throughout our station. We're actually creating a banner today to post it on our website, and you're going to see it all over the place. So stay tuned for that. And now you get to know better Pepín Realty for the first time at the morning show. Muchas gracias. Thank you, mi gente. Nos vemos el próximo show de la mañana.
Escuchas el Show de la Mañana con Elio Piedra y La Bandida por Tu Fiesta Radio, de lunes a viernes de 6 a 10 de la mañana en el 97.3 HD2. Tu Fiesta Radio.